Uh, Hello everyone. It's uh, it's me, the Valorant e-gamer. I made the back a few months ago. I made a video about the Frontier, and everybody wanted me to make a sequel, and that's good because now there's now a sequel to the Frontier. They call it the Final Frontier 2. And we can see right out of the gate, it's handicap accessible, which is good. I that was one of my main concerns. I know if you watched the last Frontier video, uh, one of my big concerns was that it wasn't accessible to people with disabilities. So that's good. They addressed that now. I'm gonna make a world. We're gonna call it New World. We're gonna play on hard mode because yeah, I like a challenge. When I played the Frontier, that was another of my concerns, is that it was too easy. So now they have hard mode, so that's good. I know New Vegas doesn't really tackle difficulty in a way that a lot of people think is satisfying with the combat. It looks like the load times are sorry. It looks like the load times are a little longer than usual, but there's a lot of mod. It's a big mod. So that's kind of to be expected. I think I have the right version of New Vegas script extender installed, but I might be wrong. So we're just waiting for this at the moment. Oh, okay. This is cool. This is a new loading animation. I like this. It's very square. It's got a lot of I don't really know how they did this in the Gamebryo engine. It seems like a very dynamic animation, but it could just be it could be cut content from the original game. I know a lot of mod makers like to they like to use the cut content from the original New Vegas to flesh out their mod. I was thinking actually, ever since I made that video, I've been thinking, I read a really good comment that said that New Vegas really isn't actually that good, and that's true. Anyway, there's you can see the start of the game is pretty different here. I don't know where Doc Mitchell is. I'm a little confused by that. In fact, I don't even think this is... Oh, you know what? This is probably just ENB, actually. The lighting here is pretty different for Goodsprings, but I'm pretty sure if I just go out, we'll be able to find all of our, landmarks that Goodsprings has. You can hear faintly now. There's there's some new soundtrack stuff for this mod that this mod adds, and I think that's pretty cool. I think you can really change the tone of the game that way. And of course we have some new weapons. I've got the axe now. I'm gonna use the axe. Yeah, so that's how the axe works. It's a melee weapon. I think they've sort of rebalanced it so that you don't get guns immediately, because if we're being honest, guns were kind of overpowered in New Vegas, and I think oh, that's a black bear. That's cool. This UI element's pretty good. You can see at the top left, you can see the creature that we're looking at, and we can see the way that it moves its head. That's very good to observe. Let's take a look at the inventory system. Yeah, this is pretty much just normal, New Vegas. There's not much different there. Okay, let's see if we can make our way to see if we can make our way to Nipton here. Oh, we've got a chicken. That's good. Yeah, one thing I always thought was kind of weird about Fallout New Vegas, and one of the reasons that it's one of my least favorite games is that it really the narrative is just too, it's on rails, and I think with this the Final Frontier 2, they've really opened up the narrative, and you're really creating the narrative for yourself, which is a really bold move. I don't know if any game has ever done this before. I think the writers here really struck gold by not writing anything. Anyway, if this is a good point, I think, to remind you, like, subscribe to the channel. I'm working on my degree, and I need I was thinking about starting a Patreon to fund my education, so that I can make the reviews better. I'm getting a degree in reviews, and so once I get that degree, I'll be qualified to make reviews. I've always that's one of the things that I've had problems with, as a creator, as a content producer, is that people always tell me that I'm not really qualified to review games, which is what I do. I do review games, but I think once I get this degree, things will start sorting themselves out really nicely. I'm getting it from this place called Full Sail University, and I'm getting it online, so it's very convenient too. It's going to cost a little bit. It's going to cost well, it's going to cost a lot, actually, but I know that it'll be worth it. It's like an investment in yourself, Okay, so here, actually, I'm sorry, I'm kind of hungry, actually. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got a snack. Anyway, so I really like what they've done with the combat in this mod. It really feels a lot smoother. They finally fixed the they finally fixed the movement acceleration problem. You can see when I move around, that's I move, which is good because I didn't do that before. So that's a very refreshing change that this mod has. So far, I'm leaning to say that this is, you know, probably an 8, maybe even a 9 out of 10. You know, I've heard people talk about this mod, saying that, you know, it's you know, really bad, and it's like it has a lot of lore inconsistencies with Fallout New Vegas, but really I don't see it. You know, all of the main factions are present in the story. You know, the Enclave, the Legion, the NCR, and so if they're there, I don't really see how like that could be inconsistent with the lore, because it's all the same people that are in the Fallout games. They're right there. So you know, I don't really get what you're missing. And then you have, you know, the there's actually like some new stuff too, some new groups in this mod. I'm currently, you know, in these hills, making my way to this group of you know, religious ghouls who are living and worshiping a nuclear missile, which is, you know, a crazy idea. It's pretty original. I don't know why they didn't do that in a previous Fallout game. So yeah, I'm making my way to that. Here we have some very nice coloring and lighting. I think the lighting engine has been completely overhauled in engine, and they also have done a lot, not just to improve the light areas, but they also have added a lot of dark lighting too. You can see if I put down one of my new lights here, which is a new item in the mod as well, it illuminates the cave, which New Vegas, you know, New Vegas has a lot of problems, or it typically has had a lot of problems rendering light like this, and it's good to see that they finally, the modders have finally figured that out. You know, I know Bethesda was, you know, really close to figuring that out in the engine before they released Fallout 3, and, you know, it took them all the way until 4 to really, you know, figure out light. But that, you know, that's understandable, because light is very complicated. You know, it's the fastest thing in the universe, so computers, you know, they're not that fast yet. You know, that's just science. Computers, you know, they're very slow, and light is very fast. So that's why computers, you know, haven't been able to render light, especially until recently. And that's why, you know, that's another reason that I started, you know, my Patreon. Is because, you know, I need a light speed computer with one of those RTX cards. So you know, once I get the money for that, it should be pretty easy to find. You know, there are ads for them everywhere. They're very accessible. So all I have to do is just get the money together, and, you know, I'll be able to get one of those pretty quick. I'm not too worried about that. So here we've collected some Certus quartz crystal, and you use this in the mod for I'm sorry, hold on one second. Okay, yeah, you use this in the mod for